Hey, happy Sunday, upper cervical family. Dr. Tedder here. I wanted to make a video for you about some topics that have been coming up recently in the office. And it just reminded me again as I was finishing up watching the beautiful Masters down in Augusta, Georgia, and how gorgeous that facility is, and just noticing all the trees and beautiful flowers and plants and thinking about pollen. So I wanted to give you guys the top 7 things that I do and recommend for boosting your immune system so we can fight through this pollen season. But before I get to that, I wanted to make a couple little housekeeping things. If you're watching this video and you know I'm at the office by myself now. Dr. Babcock is gone. So when you come in, and especially the morning patients, because it's a little different routine in the morning than we had in the afternoon with only one doctor. But I want to encourage you guys to pay attention to your newsletters and pay attention to the staff and myself. We have a new number system as far as how the rooms go, and the morning crowd seems to have a little trouble with it. We are definitely messing up the number system, and what's happening is that we're creating problems. So just please pay attention to that. Number 2, you guys know last week I went ahead and did a internet special, if you will, or an email special, not internet, email special, as a thank you gift to you guys for welcoming back to the office in the afternoons. And what that is basically just like a patient appreciation day, but just through the email. And I was offering 15 slots for new patients, for new patients to get an exam, an x-rays, a report of findings, as well as their first adjustment for no charge. That's usually we do every January, we do a patient appreciation day. I just was doing it as a thank you gift. So we had 15 slots. We have a few left. It's actually overwhelming how many people called in. So thank you. And I look forward to serving your families and your friends and being their chiropractor. So we have a few slots left. The deadline is tomorrow, the 15th, tax day. So get those people in. So there's a few slots. So now, what are the 7 things? So number 1 is always going to be upper cervical chiropractic. So anytime you see me in a video, I'm always going to talk upper cervical. Here's why. When you have a subluxation at the top part of your neck, science tells us that number 1 is as soon as that bone comes out of alignment, it's going to shut down the brainstem by 60%. It's going to decrease your immune system output. It is going to decrease your immune system output. It is going to decrease your immune system by 200 to 400%. Guys, that's crazy. So if you've never been adjusted, if you have kids at home and never been adjusted and they're sick all the time, if you have spouses at home, if you have friends and family and they're sick all the time and they've never had an Atlas adjustment, guys, it's the number 1 way your body produces immune function is through the brainstem, the nervous system. So it's kind of silly that people go out and take all these drugs and spend all these money on supplements, and the next big supplement, zinc, vitamin C, and all this junk, when really the reality is that most people are suffering through the pollen season. They're suffering through sickness in the flu season due to the fact that their brainstem is not healthy. And here's the deal, people say, well, I get adjusted and I still have problems. Well, here's the deal. Your immune system is still sick. So you may have had a subluxation before you met me for 15, 20, 30 years, where your immune system has built itself sick over the years, and you have to give it time to rebuild its health again. That's just the fact of the matter. So listen, upper cervical care is your primary way of keeping your immune system at top levels. That's what I do. I get adjusted. My kids get adjusted. My wife gets adjusted. We don't get sick. We don't. We may get a sniffle here or there, but that's normal because a sneeze or a cough for 6 hours or whatever, my body's getting it out. That symptom is my body getting rid of the disease. Number 2 is the number 2 way of getting an immune system for pollen seasons and flu seasons or whatnot is getting exposed, being out in it. We always say avoid. Well, if you avoid, your immune system doesn't get used to it, and it can't build a memory immune cell. You guys have, your immune system is really neat in the fact that when it gets exposed to something, it will build a remembrance of it. It will, almost like a picture or snapshot. There's a type of immune cell that will build a memory to it, and it will, and when that goes away, that memory cell will build a defense mechanism, so the next time it invades the body, you can fight better. So if you stay away from it, you never will build an immune system against it. Number 3, I'm going into supplement now. My number 3 is colostrum. I use colostrum on a regular basis. This is my favorite product, Armra. And what it is, it's a powder form. It's just a powder I put in my mouth and drink water after. The colostrum is probably the most cleanest way to build a proper immune system in your body. It's very much like the colostrum we get as a baby when we're being nursed by our mother. That mother's milk, that amazing immune system that a mother's milk gives. So colostrum, Armra, I'll put it in the email. Next is a neti rinse. So on an ongoing basis during heavy pollen season, get a neti pot, N-E-T-I, rinse, and just nostril, clean it out every day. Keep that pollen moving through, keep that immune system working through. Number 4 is going to be water. I don't care what you guys say. Most of you guys don't drink enough water. You need to at least drink 90 ounces of water a day. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're 60 pounds. I don't care if you're 300 pounds. You need to be drinking at least 3 liters a day minimum. Number 2 is local honey. And I don't mean Publix honey. Go find somebody in the area that has bees. In our area, Auburn, Winder, Brazelton, and get a local, clean, purified honey and take a teaspoon a day. That will help build the immune system. Number 2 is fasting. What research is coming out now is showing that fasting anywhere from 6 hours to 40 hours not only strengthens the immune system almost 12,000%, it also fights cancer. Your body if you go into a fast that's longer than 30 hours, so like I fast every Sunday night through Tuesday, so Sunday night after dinner I quit eating, and I don't eat again until Tuesday at lunch. A 36-hour to 40-hour fast shows that, number 1, it not only does it decrease cancer growth 70%, it also does something called autophagy. Autophagy is where your actual body will get rid of damaged cells. It will repair the nervous system, it will repair organs, it will repair the immune system, and it will repair any oxidative stress that you've put it through toxicity. So fasting is pretty amazing too. I do it every week. And that's it. So that's 7 things. So chiropractic care, colostrum, neti rinse, water, honey, fasting, and then getting out in it. I know you were looking for something major, but really, guys, God already created your bodies to fight the world. God is not dumb. God didn't make you and then created you defenseless. You have everything in your body to fight the world around you and to adapt, to function, to heal and overcome. You have to just do what it needs and give it what it needs for it to do its job. So listen, I appreciate you. I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday.